Hello guys, welcome back to the Crew Waldron. Driving all cars part number 44. The Ford Shelby GT500 2013. That's quite a long name, but well, is it a Shelby? Is it a Ford? It's a bit of both, I guess. I'm not aware of all the American stuff going on in the world of cars and racing and stuff like that. I don't see the Ford badge everywhere, so I'm kind of guessing that Shelby it's a brand on its own, so are the tuned Fords or other cars as well maybe. But some, well, this car in game it is called Ford Shelby. The 1967 version is called Shelby, so not mentioned Ford there. So I don't know. Is it an official brand on its own? Maybe you can leave a comment if you know of that. I think it is sort of like a Bart for Fiat and RUF for Porsche. So they are officially a brand on its own. The Bart 500 is actually it's a Fiat 500 which is tuned. And the RUF RT35 for instance is a tuned Porsche 911. That's how it goes. But those are brands on its own. I'm assuming, seeing it is written here, and also the Shelby emblem on the back of the car here, I'm assuming it's a brand of its own as well. So in that case, a Shelby GT500. That's what we are looking at. I just moved over, although kinda went off the road a bit, but I just turned around a van. With some of the cars you will just crash, other cars you will spin out. There are a few cars in this game which are so solid that you can move over vans and buses, and this is probably one of them. So best use we will find out later, but it's definitely going to be this one, since it only has a performance spec. But what would be the best use in this game? I don't know. Police chases maybe. You can easily knock out the cops with this car. It can stand a hit for sure. Not only is it solid, as I call that, if you can really, it's well, it's pretty heavy as well, I guess. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find this car here. 75 plus performance specs at $12.99. Then you sort of have to go down the list sometimes. There it is. Almost 1400 kilograms I just see here. 730 brake horsepower in performance. So yep. It has the power. It also weighs a bit. This is my performance spec. I'm not a fan of big wings, but for some reason, yeah, this looked to be okay. SVT rims. That's more of a Raptor thing, but yeah, for some reason it is official. So probably official Ford rims. That's what it will be. Not sure if there were others available, but if there were, probably didn't like them, so I put this one on. On sporty blue. That's kinda. I have quite a few blue cars. That's kinda my favorite color, especially for sports or performance cars. So 1 mile drag. I don't know. It has a bit of weight. It has lots of power. So we're probably gonna deal with Wheelspin here. So I don't expect that fast time. Fastest time here, done in the previous video, LaFerrari 22.5. I don't think we're gonna come in that region. We have a bunch of 23 second cars and 24 as well in performance, and even give or take 1 or 2 at 25 seconds. But then we are talking about Cadillac Eldorados and stuff like that. Well, it's not going to be a 22, that's for sure. I already saw 24 on the time clock there. 24.6. So acceleration wise, compared to the others, below average. That's sort of how I call it. 24 seconds is below average, 23 seconds is above average. 22 seconds is top, and 25 seconds is, yeah, I don't know, cruise around or something. So can't really call that good. Hello! Surprise hit here by, no idea, Mr. Bumblebee. Really? And he wants to do it again? Bye bye. Too late, my friend. I just mapped out on you. Normally I would take out a monster spec and send him to eternity, but yeah, I'm doing a test in a video here now. Pretty decent response for no, as I already see tire marks on the road, and I am assuming it's going to be one of those typical American in-game cars, and nothing against them personally, but it just, yeah, it is what it is. That means a lots of wheel spin, lots of power, and a bit too much power to put on the road, and especially if corners are coming into play, it's a bit of a problem. Although this car is something, I don't know, somehow I like it. I don't know why, not for time attacks or anything like that, but just to hang out with in free drive. It has pretty high fun factor for me for some reason. Also kinda like the looks of this thing, and yeah, it oversteers too much, it has wheel spin, it has a lot of power, which is really, well, can't really put on the road, so time wise and score wise you're not gonna do any good with this thing compared to the others. But as you probably noticed in if you're watching this series, in the previous videos, I'm not a big fan of the American cars in this game. Mostly they oversteer way too much or understeer, which I kinda hate. Too much wheel spin, brakes no good and stuff like that. Overall handling just not that good. Lots of power for straight lines, not an issue, but all the rest is an issue. But this one, yeah, it has some sort of fun factor for sure. Favorite car is probably the Corvette C2, as I mentioned in that video, but that is because you can actually use that in time attacks and stuff like that. It's not even that bad amongst these 70 plus performance specs. You can definitely use that. It is not top 5, then it will sure be top 10. That's probably not the case with this one. The acceleration is too slow. It oversteers way too much. But to hang out with, yeah, it can take a hit, it slides all over the place, so you can definitely have some fun with this thing. And you can mess about with traffic cars as well. It doesn't even crash on a big surprise bump jump like that. To hang around, to police, bother the police a bit, this is probably the thing that I would use. That might all change with the new expansion, if they really going to make the police a bit better, which I kinda not looking forward to with that expansion, because I'm not, well, definitely not a fan in this game of the cops thing. If it would be something like Police Escapes in Need for Speed World, which I kinda loved there, then it's okay, but we'll see, I guess. But this is something to keep in mind if you want to get rid of those cops, for sure. Has fun factor and it can take a hit. Other than that, if we're gonna talk about time attacks and something, then it's just average. Below average for acceleration, maybe above average for handling, because it kinda handles okay for a heavy car like this, but yep. Fun factor is a plus, solid it definitely is, but the wheel spin and the weight are sorta killing it for best use or anything. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.